are listening to IBGR.network, the International Business Growth Radio Network. And I am your host, Jan Robberts, global influencer, co-founder of Key Leadership Institute and founder of JR Speakers Club. Now, I am a coach, trainer, speaker, values-based leadership specialist, personal profiling consultant, and personal development professional. For more information about me, go to the ibgr.website and check out my profile. There you will also find all the links to follow me and get in touch with me. By the way, we would love to hear from you in real time during the show. So if you are listening live or to one of the recordings, you can always connect and interact with us on social media. That will be Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter at ibgr.network. On this sunny morning in Scotland, yes, I'm here from sunny Scotland today, and it's a glorious day. This is episode number 6 already. My, how the time flies in season 3. And it's going to be entrepreneurs and leadership in our P1PEOPLE skills lane for success. ibgr.network, so go to our website at www.ibgr.network and download the show notes. And I've been informed that they've already been uploaded as well, so that's easy. It makes it easy when you want to download them. But today I will talk about 2 of my favorite subjects, and for me the problem is going to be keeping to an hour. And I know I need to keep to an hour because we've got amazing people in our prime time Zulu. If you're in the Army Zulu time area, this is Europe, Ireland, United Kingdom, Africa, and the Middle East. So I can only do an hour, but I mean entrepreneurship. I will talk about the importance of mastering leadership skills as an entrepreneur and business owners. Entrepreneurship and leadership, 2 of my favorite subjects, and I could talk all day and every day about it. But yeah, we've got an hour and I hope you stick with me. But if this is your first time listening, welcome. And if you're a returning listener, welcome back. Now, it is absolutely fantastic that more and more people from, I have just been informed, not 142 countries like last week, but now 144 countries, and this is including Iceland, around the world are listening to our wide variety of hosts and the program every single week. So thank you. And if I know you get value from some of the programs, because we've got 7 days a week, 24/7, we've got programs on all kinds of areas in entrepreneurship. And if it brings value to you, in Facebook they would say like and share it, but certainly enjoy it and share it with others, people who you think might benefit from this. And you can go to our website to do that. But in this session today, I will cover the following. 6 habits of effective entrepreneurial leadership. Why does leadership matter for the entrepreneur? And 10 entrepreneurial leadership characteristics. I'll talk a little bit into leadership versus management. And I will also talk about 10 tips for becoming a better leader in the last session. And as I said, I could talk about that forever and ever. But before we go into those topics, I want to give you some basic information about entrepreneurship and leadership. Now, what does entrepreneurial leadership mean? And like every time I do my research, because even though I have a lot of knowledge, especially about the leadership side, and we're building and running entrepreneurial programs as well, but I always want to know what's out there and keep relevant and keep updating. And I came up with, I think, by the end, 17, 18 pages of notes just about this. And that's on top of all the stuff I already learned and I continue to learn. So what does entrepreneurial leadership actually mean? Well, there's a guy called Robberts who defined entrepreneurial leadership as organizing a group of people to achieve a common goal using proactive entrepreneurial behavior by optimistic risk, innovating to take advantage of opportunities, taking personal responsibility, and managing change with dynamic environment. That's a bit of a mouthful. Well, I promise you I couldn't have come up with all of that. So that's why I go and check people out, And then what is the difference between leadership and entrepreneurship? Well, entrepreneurship means a set of attributes that as an entrepreneur possesses and practices in starting his or her enterprises. But leadership is the process of influencing people and providing an environment for them to achieve the organizational objectives. Now, again, I'm going to talk a little bit more into that, and then we have what is entrepreneurial leadership and how it's different from entrepreneurship. See, it is clearly different, but the skills and attributes. I should have had some alphabet soup before I came out. The skills and attributes of an entrepreneurial leadership are a fusion, oh, I love that, and overlap between those of entrepreneurship and leadership. A fusion. Maya, as if we're cooking. Here, entrepreneurship refers to the attributes and capabilities of an entrepreneur to initiate a business venture, organizing the necessary resources and managing it along with risk to make a profit, whereas leadership is defined as strategic visioning and influential ability to motivate people through culture, system, and process of the organization. And if you were with me last week, I talked about the importance of culture in business. If you weren't with me, you can always download it from the ibgr.net website. You can go there and join us, and everything you can download there, including the show notes. What makes a good entrepreneurial leader? Another great question which I got, and it was: an entrepreneurial leader is willing to innovate and take risk in good times and bad. The business climate is always changing, so being flexible and finding opportunities to launch a new initiative, a new strategy, a new product or service is key to business success. So take good care of yourself and stay curious. Now that is some of the basic points I just wanted to mention before I delve into this with you. And if you have questions, if you go to the ibgr.network, there is one of these pulsating question marks in the bottom corner of your page there. Hit the blooming thing and give us these questions, because next season it'll be on-demand programming, which means that you demand and we actually answer those questions. You demand, you ask questions, and next season we will talk into all the questions you have, rather than just come up with stuff and then you listen to us. No, you're going to decide what next season looks like. So it's up to you to ask the questions, of course. And remember, as our friend Christian Simpson said, he's a master coach as well. He says you only get answers to the questions you ask. So what are you asking? So we're just going to delve into 6 habits of effective entrepreneurial leadership. Now, everyone knows that you can't grow a business without a team. Yet, too often, entrepreneurs and small business owners focus their attention on everything except how they are leading their teams. You can see the leadership bit coming out already. So entrepreneurs forget that not everyone is like them. Seeing the big picture, knowing where the company is headed, anticipating the next move. So therefore, small business owners often overlook the importance of leadership. But leadership is the fuel that sparks business growth. So when I think about entrepreneurial leadership, I'm referring to something bigger than simply treating your employees well or motivating them to get the job done. It's about making a complete change in how you regard your company. See, once you view your business through a leadership lens, you will see that the burden of running your business does not fall on you alone. It is an extremely uplifting and positive framework for entrepreneurship, and that's why we're here. So, being an effective leader means looking both inwards and outwards for answers, whether you are trying to solve a large general problem, like surviving a recession, or this situation we're in just now, or a smaller specific one, like collecting a debt. You need to have a deep understanding of yourself and what drives you, while at the same time viewing your work as being part of a bigger whole, as a mixture of synergies that involves many other people. See, you may be the creative force behind your company, but you need other people to make it a success, and that's where entrepreneurial leadership fits in. Now, in the few minutes I've got left, we're nearly through the first session, and I've got so much stuff. But I hope I'll you can download the show notes as well. But here is what it takes to be an entrepreneurial leader. And as I said already, we're going to be talking into the 6 habits. So habits, and that's not one of these things a monk wears. There's other things. The first one is know yourself. Entrepreneurial leaders know who they are and what is meaningful to them. They have a purpose in life and work, knowing why they started their companies and why they lead them. They understand how their business fits into the industry and their community. So, you need to know yourself. And as a personal development and behavior analysis consultant, I come across people a lot, and how refreshing it is when you really get to know yourself. But the second one is have a vision and be able to articulate it. As an entrepreneur leader, you must have a vision of what your business or team is all about. So what it does, how it serves its stakeholders, and where it's going. The vision cannot be vague. As an entrepreneurial leader, must be able to articulate this vision so that Others are inspired and will join together to work together for a common goal. Number 3, and we're moving on. Develop employees and help them grow. Well, entrepreneurial leaders are committed to the people who work for them. They help employees develop their own talents and skills. It's so important. Employees make a commitment to you when you make a commitment to them. An entrepreneurial leader also knows that it is essential to help employees grow so that the business can flourish into the future. And one of my favorite parts, number 4, listen carefully. See, entrepreneurial leaders always listen to employees, clients, mentors, and others. They make decisions based on not only on their own understanding of the facts and situations, but also based on what they are hearing from a variety of sources. Therefore, they not only create productive workplace, but they provide clients and customers with the products and services they need on demand. And implement new ideas is number 5. So entrepreneurial leader is willing to innovate and take risk, as I said, in good times and bad. Number 6, take good care of yourself and stay curious. So entrepreneurial leaders take time for themselves and their being with the family and friends, and they realize vacations, hobbies, interests outside of work. An entrepreneurial leader needs time for contemplation to be able to see the business through in a different lens. But most importantly, they stay curious. So we are now already going to take a 2 to 3 minute break, but when I will return, we will be talking about so much more, as I mentioned already. In fact, why don't you join us? Become a member of our Insiders Network by going to the website and clicking the Join Us link. Also connect and interact with us on social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter at ibgr.network. Don't go away. I'll be back.